Hey guys, Josh here. I've been getting quite a few questions on what kind of quiver I use on my traditional setup, so I figured since I got another one in the mail, I'd go ahead and do an unboxing for you guys, explain why I use them, and show you me setting up one on my new bow. So stay tuned, let's get at it. Alright guys, here we go. I have yet to look at this one. This is the box that they'll be coming in. I went ahead and ordered this quiver to match my newest bow, the Yukon stick. If you've seen my channel or follow me on Facebook, I just got a new takedown ASL, and in the wrap it has a distressed blue look. So I wanted to get a quiver that matched it, you know. So let's go ahead. Goes to the side here. All right. So thanks again, Josh Tarl. You betcha, buddy. All right. So it does have a little bit of extra packaging in there. When you get the quiver, it has a bunch of bubble wrap, and if you haven't guessed from the title already, this is a Gunshy Archery quiver. This is a 4-arrow, 2-blade quiver, and alright. So it doesn't look like I need to use them yet. I forgot about that part. So it does have really good packaging to make the trip from Canada. It is packaged rather well. Make sure I'm doing this right here. Alright. Let's check it out. Oh man, that's awesome. Alright, so this is a distressed looking blue. It's got a little bit of a, somewhat of a bamboo color, linen, or I'm sorry, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Sinew, sinew look to it for the stitching. And I do have a +1 option on the back here for a 2-blade. And yeah, so it does also have like the little clip on the back. And the beauty about this is it could take either carbon. There's 2 different size holes in this. The smaller hole is for the micro diameter carbons, and then also for you know, your bigger shafts and wood. So let's go ahead, go downstairs, and I'm going to show you guys how I set this up on my bow. Or actually, I might just do it up here. I don't know, we'll see. But just figured I'd go ahead and do an unboxing for you guys up here so you can see how it's going to come to you. There are on the back of this all different holes, so you can pretty much make this quiver adapt any style bow you got, whether you have the fades that are really close to the riser or if you have a really long fade away from the riser. So that's the beauty of this quiver, and why I typically use them is because you can buy one quiver and it can be universal to every setup that you have, whether it's a longbow, recurve, etc. So let's go ahead and get my bow and get to setting this up. Alright guys, I went ahead, came downstairs, set up the quiver, and because I kept knocking stuff over for one, and it kept hitting the camera, so it was a little bit harder to set up on camera. But I do want to let you guys know that whenever I first set this up, I actually had it in that hole right there, which is typically for most of my ASL setups. I went outside and was shooting it, didn't like it. I wanted it a little bit further away from my hand, so I loosened it all up, moved it over one, and then tightened it all up, and we're back to money. Which is the beauty of this quiver, is you're able to make this quiver adapt to you versus you adapting to the quiver, or changing your shot cycle or the way that you're holding the bow because it doesn't feel good. So I really enjoyed that. I will say that the quiver does have 2 different size holes. There's the big hole and the little hole, and I have 3 different size shafts here. I have the beam and center shot, which can either go in the front one, or if it still feels a little loose to you, you can move it down to that second hole. I have a micro diameter. This is a 3D HV from Victory. The first one, you can tell it's got a little bit of play. So, second one, it has no play now. And then I also have like an 11-30 seconds arrow shaft, and that just snaps right in there. So the beauty of this quiver is you don't have to buy arrow grippers or anything else. This is a universal quiver to anything pretty much on the market. So that's another beauty of this, because I do have arrow grippers that I have to use on other quivers, and you know, you lose them, they can break or anything else. So that's pretty nice. This quiver is specific to 3D, so it's going to be my 3D season quiver. And I do have a +1 on the back, because why not? There's so many times I'll be out there shooting and, you know, a small critter or something comes by and you're just, you know, kind of feeling a little tempted. So I do also have the quiver for my hunting quiver. Once again, I could take this off and put it on this bow, and not so much just that bow, I could put it on any bow. I do have a few different style bows here. I do have a hybrid, which is a reflex deflex. You can tell that it can fit this bow. I also have another one on my Minnesota stick back there, which is a, you know, D-shape when it's strung, but it's actually a reflex deflex, a mild reflex deflex. I've had these quivers on recurves, pretty much any style of bow, it can adapt to it. So that's another perk. Another thing is the material inside the hood. It is actually, I think, don't quote me on this, but I do believe it's pretty much the same material that is made in like Reinhardt targets. So it's a really nice foam. I will say that for like your standard heads and stuff like that, it works great. With your wooden shafts, with my field points, it is a little bit tough to get in and out. So what I actually do is I take a drill bit, not big, but just a little bit bigger than what it is, and I'll actually drill it out to the size. You can sit there and move it in and out, and take it in and out a bunch of times, and eventually it's going to make that hole bigger. But you know, I do like starting off with a pretty good size, with a good comfortable feel, to where I'm not having to fight that arrow and get it out. So there's that. I will say that you know, this is my favorite quiver. Now, once again, this isn't a, you know, shoot what Josh Miller shoots or anything like that. I'm just showing you guys what I'm using and kind of explain why I'm using it. So the main reason I'm using them is because it's so universal. I can put it on any bow. They also do have a 3-blade quiver. I like the 2-blade because I don't shoot 3 blades. I've just always shot 2 blades. Maybe one day I'll get a 3-blade system, but the Zwickeys have been working great for me, that and Ace broadheads, so I just use the 2-blade. Plus, it's really nice and slender, so you don't have to have all that extra bulkiness. Once again, he does have a 3-blade quiver. I just don't own any. I've got, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 2-blade quivers. I've got them in all different colors. So anyways, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comment below. I'll try to get back to you guys, or you can message me on Facebook through Josh Miller. If you want to get a hold of Tarl, he does have an email. It's gunshy99@hotmail.com. He also has a YouTube channel, so I'll leave all this in the description. He's killed a lot of critters and has it on camera, as well as you know, a couple others that hunt with him. And that's Gunshy Archery. If you just type Gunshy Archery, I think it's all one word on YouTube, it should show up all of his stuff. And once again, I'll leave that link in the description. So you can email him, or if you want to get a hold of him through Instagram, he also has an Instagram account that is also at Gunshy Archery. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I know hunting season is just coming around, so good luck in the woods. Have a blessed remaining 2022. And good fortunes for 2023. Until next time, guys, take it easy.